two parts of the Trump-Russia investigation. One part is the what Russia did part, which is a legitimate investigation into what Russia actually did. But the other is the get Trump part, which is the part about using the findings to try to remove Donald Trump from office. And he feels like if he gives even an inch to these people, then they're going to take it to try to remove him from office. It's something along those lines.
Dinesh, you've keyed in on that in examining the theory here as we see the utter, complete, case of the vapors on the part of John Brennan and so forth, calling him a traitor. I mean, it's reprehensible what they're doing. They want Trump out of office. Your reaction to these events?
Well, I think, on the face of it, it should not be surprising that the Russians tried to influence our election. It is not surprising at all either that Trump would be skeptical of intelligence agencies that seem to have been institutionally mounted against him. So the left's apoplexy here, I think, has a deeper explanation. And the explanation is this. They are desperate for Trump to ratify the premise of the Mueller investigation. The Mueller investigation is given a boost if Trump himself, in a sense the very target of the investigation, were to basically say, yeah, the Russians are the bad guys, because then Mueller can then push forward and simply try to close the loop by saying, and you're part of that group. So I think Trump's natural aversion to doing that is based upon the correct perception that the left's concern here is entirely domestic politics. They don't care about Russia per se. These are people for whom election integrity has not exactly been a leading issue. But what they're looking for Trump to do, to force him to do, is ultimately to ratify Mueller's attempt to eject him from office.
Oh, interesting. And I was reminded of old Schumer's warning back in January of 2017. He warned Trump about taking on the intel agencies. Let's watch.
Let me tell you, you take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday at getting back at you. So even for a practical, supposedly hard-nosed businessman, he's being really dumb to do this.
Well, he seems to be, in many ways, in saying that, confirming Donald Trump's reason to be skeptical. I mean, I thought the intelligence agencies exist to protect us. Apparently, they exist to get back at us if we question them.
Absolutely.
He said that, not Trump.
And there's another part of Trump's skepticism, which is that he believes that this is a sort of a plot by Obama holdovers. This all happened during the Obama administration. He feels that there are certainly elements in the intelligence community that are out to get him. We should say that if you're on the left, you believe the theories are much simpler, that Trump really did collude or that Vladimir Putin has something on him.
Dinesh, before we let you go, Bill Kristol, George Will, all these, old Republicans, some of them neoconservatives, are they're enjoying this moment, right? Because they hated the fact that Trump proved them all wrong and won the election.
Well, I think it's funny. The left has these people, in a sense, on a leash. It simply has to shout Russia, and with kind of Pavlovian response, all these guys go into a patriotic flare. Now, here's the point. We know that Obama colluded with Russia when he basically told Medvedev, hey, when the American people are out of sight, I'm going to make a deal with Putin. We know that Hillary colluded with Russia. She took money in exchange for the whole uranium deal. The one person who has not colluded with Russia, at least as far as we know, is Trump. And so the fact that the intelligence agencies are mounting their investigation of Trump, whereas they look the other way with the other two guys who we know, who are proven to have had Russia ties, this is actually what makes this whole thing so comical.
How much money did the Clinton Foundation get from Russian interests?
I forgot. Millions. It was millions and millions.
Millions. And no problem.
And Bill Clinton got huge amounts of money.
Oh, it's only $500,000. Dinesh, you get that for a speech, right? $500K, no problem. There's nothing out of the ordinary about that. All right, guys, thanks so much.